Greetings, everyone. Chris Hansen here. That's a terrible Chris Hansen impression. Yeah, this is Runde 2 of Coffee and Comments today, as I promised. Actually, fulfilled a promise for once when it comes to channel and projects related to said channel. And yeah, I thought I'd have a bit more of a backdrop, and I wasn't actually going to have the light on because I thought there'd be just enough light to add a bit of mood lighting, but also then to just so you could actually see me, but you couldn't see me at all. So I thought, yeah, we'll just have to put these overly bright lights on again, or at least the lamp. So yeah, anyway, so it's not as moody or as comfy as I was wanting it to be, but no need to worry. So you have my candles on. I've got fairy lights on the libertarian flag. Yeah, it's all going. It's really fucking warm in this room. It really, really is. Plus, I look like a prison inmate because I've got grey joggers on and the grey track sweatshirt on. So streaming live from prison sure fucking feels like a prison some days. But yeah, so got I didn't go for the chocolate orange this time, but it's still a Little's one, and it's sort of their like intense Italian espresso flavor, which isn't that just coffee anyway? I don't know. So yeah, piping hot. So we'll let that cool in the window. Weather's been absolutely atrocious here, of course. Nowhere near as bad as compared to some other places in the UK. So I hope everyone's doing okay, and trips to and from work weren't too disrupted. So as I said, I'm going to go through the remainder of the comments, and I can see that Terry's left a comment there. I can't read it because the screen's too far, but I can see who's posted it. So once I've gone through a couple of comments, I shall respond to that comment, Terry. But do appreciate you dropping by. Hope you're doing well, and I hope you and yours are having a lovely festive period so far. Still look like shit, so let's get on with it. Not you, Terry, me. Anyway, so I did actually get a comment on the previous stream from Matt Barker, and he wrote, "Hi Peter, I did get the December 2.0 box. I kept the Mickle Beer Club, but joined the 2.0 with the 50% off new member code. Don't get me wrong, it was a decent box, but the Mickle Beer Club is another level. I'd say it's more on par with Mickle Beer now." I had a feeling it'd be like that because I'm not too sure if they include sort of like guest beers in that box or whether it's just exclusively 2.0. But yeah, if I need a 2.0 fix in the new year, I'll probably get it for a month just to give it a try and to get some 2.0 beers into the old drinky cabinet next to me. But yeah, if you're watching this, what beers did you get in there that really stood out? And was it a good mixed bag, or was it like all the beers from a specific season? Because I know they've done that before, where you get different versions of like a beer the series they've released. And did you actually get some of the canned stuff directly from their premises in Copenhagen, or was it like De Prof brewed bottles? Really interested to find out. But yeah, I think I'm going to stick with the beer club box, especially with some of the exclusive that we're going to be expecting over the next few months. I'll write it out, and we shall see. I'll probably just end up sticking with it because I've yet to be really disappointed, except when 3 of the beers in one of the boxes were part of that awful triple IPA IBU series. I'm not letting that go because that was absolutely fucking rank. So let's see if I can get down to the correct comments. Yep. So, but thank you for commenting a little bit of heads up. I hope you enjoyed the beers anyway. So next up, we've got Stout in the Name of Love from Yankee and Kraut. We've got a comment from Joe Gansel once again. Greetings to you once again, my friend. And he said, "Good review. Cheers." Thank you kindly, sir. Very much appreciated. Then we go to the After Supper, which was brewed by Odyssey Brew Co. Not had a beer from them since then. And got a comment from a good friend, Dean, who says, "Forgot all about these guys. Was all over their stuff a year or so ago, but they seem to drop off the radar. Yeah, beautiful blueberry. Now, that was a standout beer from them. Seems like ages ago now. Good stuff as always, Peter. Cheers, pal." Cheers, Dean. And my sentiments exactly. Beautiful Blueberry was my favourite beer of whatever year that was released. Was that 2016 or 17? They've probably rebrewed that since, but I just don't see their stuff in bottle shops or even like promoted online. I was just lucky to come across some when I was in Wigan Beer Temple, and that was a while back. God, I need to go there before Christmas to pick up some beers. That's where I'll probably get those German beers that I mentioned earlier. See, I didn't forget. But yeah, cheers, Dean. And yeah, if you had anything from them since that comment, because that comment was actually 3 months old, so I do apologise about that. But yeah, I'll have to catch up with them. So next up, we've got a couple of comments on the Who Cares Lolita from Brauhaus Bivog. First one is from fucking usernames, who says fucking. I was going to read out his username again then, and he says a great review, mad props. Mad props. And so white. So fucking white. And Blue Nose Beer Reviews, Harry says, I thought this was the best out of the box, which was worrying. Sorry, not sorry. I'm used to juice. Because you're a little whore, aren't you, Harry? Although you did give me a can of a half, which I drank last night and uploaded my review of, which should be in the next couple of weeks. And it was absolutely divine. So thank you for that, but you're still a bitch. So that was on that. Then we've got 482, which was the Bristol CBF IPA, which is brewed by Wiper and True, Verdant, Dare, and Left-Handed Giant. And I think someone else is there, but it doesn't show all the title on the video. And it's a Russian comment, and I can't read it, but I do greatly, greatly appreciate it. Next up, we've got Strings of Light from Track, and it's another comment from Harry. And have I actually looked at these in previous subs? I don't know. I've not marked them down, so I'm going to go through them anyway. 36 in that video. Apparently, the beep. Was it a police siren? Was it a child screaming again? I don't know. Make up your own conclusions. That was topical then, with screaming children, BBC, Jimmy Savile. Lots of Jimmy Savile was mentioned at the Marlborough piss up. Always seems to go back to Jimmy Savile. Well, they all went back to his house at least, or just stayed in the hospital. Okay. Unfunny, outdated Jimmy Savile pedo humour. That's what we've stooped to. So I'm just going to quickly read Terry's comment. And he says, hello, Mr. Clueless. How's things? Going really well, thank you, Terry. I've still got loads of holiday hours from work, so I'm using them as much as possible. I had to work as little as possible in December. One of the only good things about zero contract is you seem to accrue more holiday hours than someone who's contracted, plus you can just request to go unavailable a few weeks in advance for as long and as often as you want to. Obviously, if you do it too much, you're just going to get sacked. But yeah, I'm now on a contract, which comes into play on the 18th of December. So those privileges are gone, but it's a little bit more security. So yeah, I'm just, although to be honest, I get so fucking bored when I'm in the house on my own, when I'm off work. And I can't really do too much because I want to use money for over Christmas and to buy Christmas presents. So yeah, I'm just stuck in the house and it's really, really boring. Really boring. But yeah, so the BBC were there apparently. Next up, we've got a few comments on my Your Kids Come First with West Lancs Borough Council video. And first one is from Rob from Hopsy, who says, this shit is going to go viral in Skem. There's a lot of things that are viral in Skem, but I don't think a video is one of them. Yep. Self-deprecating hometown humour. Adam's going to love that one. Swings and roundabouts, though. Many, many roundabouts. I'm on fire tonight. I really, really am. Literally, because I see it. I'm like Rodney Dangerfield. Then we've got a comment from Blue Nose Beer Reviews. Okay. So, tongue firmly in cheek with this comment, I think. I had a box of Lego on my brother's old SNES. I turned out all right. Did you really, though, Harry? Never get that shit that folks say there's nothing to do. Create something. As a kid, you make your own fun with what's around you. That is very true. But there's not really. Oh, got some responses. So let's read. It always seems to involve Harry, doesn't it? And Craig's joined us once again. I think I can make out that says, "Hey, dude," or "Buddy." Yeah, there we go. Eyesight's terrible. Need new glasses. Hope you're doing well, Craig, since earlier today. And so, yeah, James Rothwell responded, Blue Nose Reviews, what if your surroundings are an urban nightmare? Kids should get, I can't read. Kids should have some cash spent on them, which I do agree with. And then Harry responds with, mine was a suburban/countryside nightmare with fuck all to do. Some councils are better than others when it comes to public spaces. When I was working with Nottingham Council, every new house development or redevelopment featured some form of breakout space for all ages. That said, though, what more would kids want and what could they have other than a safe park, green space and swings, etc.? That is open to the elements. Community centres are shite. And then James responds, fair enough, but I think there are living spaces around my city where conditions are dehumanising and doing fuck all is less of a choice. We felt the wrath of austerity was pretty grim. Yeah, Skem's just one of those. I know there's much more worse places to live. I know we're surrounded by even worse places, but Skem has just been completely ignored, and money that's been supposed to be used within the community has just been squandered. And that's one of the main reasons why I don't think I can vote for Labour in this election. Mainly because on a local level, we're in a Labour stronghold and they've done absolutely fuck all. Rosie Cooper, who is our Member of Parliament, the one who had that death plot against her, which I do not agree with, by the way. I'm not going to make any jokes about that. When it gets to that point, then you're a fucking scumbag, quite frankly. And but yeah, she seems like a politician. She just wants to have her face plastered everywhere. Paul, if you're watching, not that sort of plastering. She seems to be that sort of politician where if there's a charity event that includes an oversized check, she wants to be there so she can hold that check and get her face in the local paper. I've just got no faith in her at all. And we're getting absolutely bombarded with Labour flyers in the letterbox. The only other one we've had is from our Brexit Party representative. Fuck me. Yeah, I'm just sick to death of them, of Labour. I really am. I know pretty much all of my family are going to vote for Labour. We're a very, Labour family. But I don't agree with that mindset of, well, my parents vote Labour and their parents vote Labour and their parents vote Labour. Don't vote like that. Vote for whoever you want to. And at this point, I just think I'm probably going to void my vote, to be honest. I don't want to be one of those people who doesn't show up. I want them to at least see. Obviously, it's done anonymously. But I want them to see that, oh, well, can't use that. And piece of advice, put my tinfoil hat on. Don't use the pencils that they have. Take a pen. Or if you are using a pencil, do it really hard so they can't rub it out. Don't think they would, because we're England, we're not America. But yeah, just be very cautious, I should say. But yeah, the stuff I experience living here, I've not been mugged, I've not been attacked or anything like that. Other people have, of course. We've had a big spate of crime, little gobshites on, scooters and stuff, which is so tempting when they drive past, just like, kick them off. But then you're the bad guy. And you can't even blame the police because they're overstretched, underfunded, and it's like Wigan as well. Wigan and their council, again Labour, just done an awful job. Just awful job. Don't take the concerns of the constituents seriously, and they funnel their money in stupid projects. Like that whole Pride stuff in Wigan, that was just false. That was just to say, oh, look at us. That was just a facade. They don't care about the LGBT community. They had a big push when Wigan Athletic were, starting to get really good again. They don't give a shit about the football team. They just want to be seen to be giving a shit, and that's all it's about. And again, the Wigan market used to be a well-renowned, big market. You go inside, it's an absolute dump because there's just no effort, there's no care, and quite frankly, as shitty and as awful as the Tories are, I'm not seeing Labour in a good light from a local perspective. So yeah, rant over about West Lancs Council there for you. But then we've got a comment from Billy D, who wrote, "Newsflash, entropy exists." I've just got a message. Well, okay, sorry about that. I thought it was an important message, but it really wasn't. Just workplace non-drama. But yeah, Billy D wrote, "Newsflash, entropy exists." Now, is that like a form of disorder, like community disorder or something like that? Is that what entropy means when people sort of like what's happening in Paris and in Hong Kong? God, fucking hell. Good luck getting that off the ground in Scam. The fucking scumbags in the, Mountain Warehouse tracksuits and face things are more proactive than a lot of people in Scam. And a lot of people in England were just so fucking lazy when it comes to injustice. But anyway, let's get off that. We've moved on. We're back onto the beer. Then we go to the jam plus jam donuts from Tiny Rebel, which is a food pairing. Got a couple of comments from Harry. Love this one, dude. Never liked it when I first had it, but 10 cans later, I grew to love it. £2 a can and jammy donuts. Lush. Unlike the sounds coming out my body right now. And then he wrote, please do ASMR vids, all in capitals. Well, I've got an OnlyFans account now, so I can do streams and get tips and pay for it alongside sex workers. But yeah, I need to be a bit more opportunistic, I think, and a bit more shrewd with my online content, because there's a way you can make money. Sure, you're getting the wrong audience, but I'm sure there's a way I can make a little bit of money. But we shall see. And then James Rothwell says, this was new high for beer tubing, drug metaphors, donut sniffing, parental advisory, outing baby food eaters. That's what I do. It's what I do. But appreciate the comments, guys. Then we've got a comment from Whistling in the Dark from Torside Brewing. Need to drink more of their beers. And got a comment from Matt Binks. Hi, Matt. He goes, I'd like to see more modern breweries doing a mild or a bitter. I know Cloudwater did a bitter recently. I'm guessing most don't bother because they're not as exciting sounding as a hazy IPA, so harder to sell. And I think that's it, really. Although, I just love milds. I really do love milds. They're probably one of my all-time favourite styles. But one thing I would say is, and some of the sort of craft examples of it have worked really well, but I think the best way to experience a mild is to seek out your local real ale breweries, like really local small operations that like distribute in their area. I mean, Southport Brewing has done an absolutely gorgeous mild called Dark Knight or something. I've yet to upload it onto YouTube, but yeah, it's that's for me the best way. But I'd love to see more craft breweries do it, and you know, fair play to Cloudwater. I wish I'd have seen that because I was around for when it was there, but just never got around to actually going anywhere to try it. And I could imagine Paul and the rest of Cloudwater, they do an absolutely stand-up job of doing a mild. So I need to try that at some point if they do it again. But yeah, I do agree. Nothing's as exciting as a hazy IPA to a lot of people, unfortunately. But yeah, appreciate the comment, Matt. Then we've got a comment from Coffee and Comments number 5, and from James Orwell, who says, can't do the click thing either. Is that like when someone does that with the hands and it clicks? A fucking elbow click, though. Fucking hell. Yeah, I can't do that finger thing. Yeah, other parts of my body are clicking because I'm a mess. I'm a 30-year-old who looks like he's 22, bump the mic, but I have the body of like a 60-year-old alcoholic. So yeah, what a great combination there for the ladies out there. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, I am now fully caught up on comments, which I never thought I would see the day that I would catch up. And the reason why I was doing another one today was to get it caught up so I don't have to do these again in the future. So I can actually, from now on, respond to comments instantly by actually writing comments back when I receive them, and I can get time to do it. But if you do like me doing the comments this way, then let me know. But I do have another idea for a sort of a live stream that we could do each week, where I think I mentioned it in the previous stream, but I'll say it again. But once it comes to the end of the week, and I don't know if it'll be every week because you never know what you're going to be doing on the weekend. But where I would like do a screen share and have a look at all the beers that I've reviewed that week, look at the Untapped scores, and then just basically be very judgmental at some of the other drinkers who have tapped it in on Untapped for that specific beer. Ripping that idea off from something that Craig, Rob, and Jake do when they do their Good Beer Live, where they sometimes have a little bit of a laugh at some of the people checking in. But yeah, because I like doing this sort of stuff, bit off the cuff. I need to do another brewery showcase. I like doing the live stuff. I get more viewers this way. Not that viewers matter, because I'm not turning those views into pennies. So what's the point? But yeah, live stuff. If you like this sort of thing, let me know in the comments down below. So let's just read the comments on the actual video itself, and then I'll call this a night. So I could have actually happily just done this earlier and made just one live stream, but oh well. So Craig, well, Terry was saying hello to Craig, so Craig said hi back, and Terry, Samuel Smith's Dark Mild is gorgeous. Oh, I shall have to try that because I've had their Imperial Stout, which was nice. So yeah, oof. I'm really in the mood for a mild, but I don't think I've got any. I think I might have one more from Southport Brewery. I'm not too sure. I don't know. Should I really drink tonight? Because I've been drinking a lot recently. Actually, it's my week off, and it's coming towards Christmas, so I can always wait till January to stop drinking. We're joking. Yeah, so thank you all for watching this, whether it be live or once it's been uploaded to yeah, I'm just glad to get those comments all up to date, because it is shitty when you don't respond to comments, and I feel like you've taken the time to not only watch my content, but you've also taken the time and effort to leave a comment, passed on feedback, giving your ideas and recommendations, and for them not to be responded for like 3-4 months down the line. It's just not something that I like to do. So yeah, anyway, thank you all for watching. As I said at the start of the stream, I know the weather's really atrocious, so hope no one's in any harm or anything like that, and they're not having to deal with power cuts or flooding or anything like that, especially this time of year. What an awful time for that stuff to be happening. And yeah, hope whatever you're drinking, you enjoyed it. Let me know what you have been drinking while you've been watching this, if you have been drinking at all. And yeah, any recommendations for live stuff in the future, then let me know your thoughts, opinions. Might even see me do ASMR stuff or sitting on cakes on my OnlyFans account. You never know. I'm not doing anything sexual, so don't worry. You don't have to make yourself sick. You'll enjoy it, but you'll still feel a bit sick. Anyway, that's enough rambling. Thank you all so much for watching and for all the comments, and to the guys who actually watched this live, both Terry and Craig. Always good to hear from you guys. And yeah, so I'm going to quickly turn this off. I shall see you all later. Will it turn off? There we go. And then just got to wait